On March 5th, Dexter Wade was hit by a vehicle of an off-duty police officer. He passed away at the scene of the accident. However, the coroner was unable to locate any identification, but did find a prescription with Dexter's first and last name and phone number. Prior to the accident, Wade had an argument with his mother, in which he left home with a friend. Little did his mother know this would be the last time she would see Dexter alive. As days went by, Dexter never returned home. Betterson Wade, the mother of Dexter, reported him missing on March 14. During a 7-month period, Betterson would contact the police department for information about her son, and each time she was advised no information was found and they had not located her son. Betterson was intentional about finding her son's whereabouts. She even posted on social media over and over again, "If anyone has seen my son Dexter Wade, please call this number." The coroner for the case states that he made an attempt to reach out to Betterson by phone a few days after Dexter's death. However, there was no answer, but he did assure that he left voice messages, and a call was never returned from Betterson. And Betterson states that she has no records of receiving a call or a voice message from the coroner. Records also mention since a call was never returned, he passed the information to the police department for them to follow up because of jurisdiction. However, no one from the police department ever reached out to inform Betterson of her son's death. No one from the police department ever went to her home or ever checked social media to try to get in contact with Betterson. It wasn't until the beginning of September the original investigator for the department retired. And once the new investigator settled in, he reached out to Betterson to advise of Dexter's death and burial. Dexter was buried in Papa's cemetery land, a place where unclaimed bodies are buried. Betterson was in complete shock. She was confused as to why she was just now receiving this information after she had been in contact with the police department the entire time. She went on to mention that her mom told her not to report Dexter as missing due to her brother was allegedly murdered by police in 2019, and the officer was only convicted of manslaughter. The mayor states that the death of Dexter was a tragic accident and there was no malicious intent or misconduct by the police department. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Are there protocols that an investigator follows when investigating a missing person? Were there any notes in the system as to how many times you need to reach out to the family before you can submit a request or to even call a body unclaimed? Do you guys believe that the investigator made an attempt to even work the case for Mr. Wade at the police department? Could this be a case of sloppy autopilot police work? Or do you believe this is a case of revenge? Let me know your comments.